So welcome back to day 11 of the 12 days of Christmas. And today you can tell that we've reverted to a bit of the old-fashioned video filming style that I had in the earlier videos. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that my audio or my voice is captured. But please forgive me if I sometimes go out of frame and the sound quality is lost. I will find a mic, I promise. I just couldn't do it in time for these videos, and hopefully in future videos it'll be much better, or I'll understand what I'm actually doing with these things and get better at filming. So today is the penultimate video in this series. I can't believe I've lasted this long. For those of you who did a full 25-day Christmas Vlogmas, all power to you. I have mad respect for what you did. But day 11, we are looking at 11 pipers piping, I believe, and we are going to look at me paying the piper at Hermes. Not really, I love Hermes and I actually love shopping there. I'll explain a little bit more as we go along, but these are 11 items from different categories of products that Hermes produces, and these are just my favorites. So hopefully this video helps in case you're thinking about what you could look into at Hermes or what presents you might want to buy for people, and maybe this gives you a little bit of inspiration. But otherwise, I hope you like my views or my take on what for me works best at Hermes. These are all things I bought because I was interested in, genuinely. I don't really feel like I need to care about the pre-spend, but also because I know when adding up all the value of these things, the bags come naturally anyway. I might do another video on that when I feel ready to do so. It's a long story, but yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Starting right over there on the extreme left, you can tell these are my favorite shoes from Hermes. I've got about 6 pairs or 7 pairs of shoes. These are my favorite. They are also the first pair I purchased. They are the Legend Sandal in the natural color, and I like it because it's a wedge, it's stable, it's got this strap, so if I go downstairs, I don't have to worry about the heel slapping against the stairs as the Oasis or Orans tend to do. I have sold them. This is like the 3rd or 4th time I've resold these shoes, and the rest of the shoe have been fine. I've been caught in some light rain, accidentally stepped in some puddles. They have been okay. So I love this pair. I bought it in black as well, and I have loved how stable they are and how nice and durable they feel every time I wear it. I haven't had any issues with breaking them in either, which is rare. Item number 2 is, we'll get this out of the way. You've seen this before on day 3. This is my favorite rodeo or Pegasus. This is also the first one I bought from Hermes. Now, biggest waste of money, I still maintain that, but she is so pretty. I do love my other rodeos as well, but this is by far and away my favorite because it's so squishy, it's so big, and it's so pale, and it looks so cute on all of my bags. It's like a big stuffed toy. So yeah, I do love it. Do I use her all that often? Not really, but I really like her. Same with all my rodeos. I love my rodeos, but this I think will still be my favorite as my first. And let's see. Okay, right at the back here, there are 2 books. Now, this is actually my favorite. These 2 books you can get from Hermes anytime. I love this book because there are all sorts of short stories about the different métiers and different people in Hermes. I just love the cover of it, and it was such fun reading this book. So this is actually my favorite book from Hermes. But I do have to give an honorable mention to this book, which is another one that Hermes has produced. And honestly, it's not very expensive. It's about $60. Yes, expensive for a book, but look at how pretty it is on the inside. You open it up and you've got different sort of interactive versions of the scarves and of the pictures in them. So I do love them, and I think this is actually a fantastic gift. So when I ran out of ideas for presents one year for some of my friends, I actually got them this book. And because it was maybe even $50, it was a nice sort of somewhat bougie Christmas present that I could give them. And I just love looking at the pop-ups on each of them and how detailed they are. So really good present, but this is my favorite book. And frankly, Hermes books are not as expensive as anything else. Some influencers do think they are the cheapest products you can get from Hermes. So yeah, if you're thinking of a gift, a nice luxurious gift, then maybe think about an Hermes book. Item number 4. Now, this is a Twilly. It's called from the line called Pâtisserie Française, and this was released on the 20th anniversary of the Twilly, right? And it's got a little birthday cake on the bottom as a result of it. I don't know if the focus is there. What is it? Nope. Oh dear. But it's got a little Twilly charm at the end of it, which I think makes it so cute. I've hung it. I love to wear this with my bolide because my bolide was obtained on the 100th anniversary of the bolide. So I call it my anniversary Twilly and my anniversary bolide. But I just love these colors, and they are so bright and so vibrant. And I love the special meaning behind this Twilly. So every time I wear this, I think about my bolide and I think about my time and my journey as a person, and also as with my sales associate, and the amount of happy times I've had with Hermes. So I do love this scarf, this little Twilly, more than a lot of the rest, even though I do like the rest as well. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fashion jewelry. The Revolve bracelet is probably the more expensive of the lot, but they are still really very nice to wear, very easy to put on and off your wrist. And I like that it's got this detailing here. It's like the collier de chaîne detailing with the middle studs and the little ring. So it's nice, and if you're into fidget spinners, it's kind of fun fiddling with this as well during the day. I wasn't into it until I woke up to it one day, and I've really loved wearing this every single time. So I've got 4 other bracelets, fashion jewelry bracelets, and I switch in and out of them, but this is one of the funnest for me to wear when I do wear it with my outfits. Let's move along then to my favorite belt. And we're going with a theme here because some of these are my favorites because they were the first pieces of the collection that I bought. And this is one of the first few this is my first Kelly belt from Hermes. It's in vert diamant in rose gold, and I just love how the buckle looks. It's very versatile as well, so it can be worn on the trousers and on the dress, as you know. And it just feels nice and luxurious. Kelly belts are expensive though, so much as I would love, different metals, different colors, I just have 2, and I'm trying to use them as much as I can. They do loosen up over time, so I think that's one big flaw. But still, love this color, and it goes so well with all my dark green stuff, and I have a lot of dark green and olive green, so this works perfectly. Love this belt. The next piece that I have, and this is actually my very first purchase from Hermes. It's a Bastia, and I wanted to go very traditional with my purchase as a first piece because for some reason the Bastia was always on my radar. Crafted from a single piece of leather, no stitching, just one pressed stud. And this I think was very special because it was in a versatile color. So this is blue sapphire and blue France on the inside, and this is in Evercolor leather, which is deliciously soft and tough at the same time. So you can tell it takes a lot of indents, like you can see the indent where the cover is here, but it holds things so well, and it's so nice and flexible and really, really easy to slip into a bag. So out of all my Bastias, this is probably my favorite because of how soft and how supple it has become over the years. So I do love this Bastia. It's my favorite SLG from Hermes overall, small leather good. Even compared to my Calvis, which are probably more useful, I still love opening and closing this little piece. Let's go on to something that's tricky. I had a hard time picking my favorite piece of tableware, but in the end I settled on this mug. This is the Passifolia mug, and I have to say this is what inspired me to get the Passifolia range. So when I was sick with COVID, I just sort of thought to myself, I really want a nice mug of tea out of this Passifolia mug. And so I went and got myself this And when I came down with COVID, twice more. This is the mug that I always drink my tea from, and I always feel much better. I love the detailing on the mug inside as well. So whilst I love all my fine high-end tableware, this is probably also my most expensive mug, but this is the one I drink from because it just feels so luxurious, and it's like a little bit of bougie comfort in the midst of COVID. So yeah, I love it a lot. This is my favorite piece of tableware. Now, favorite piece of fine jewelry, one of the first few fine jewelry pieces I bought from Hermes, and it is this beautiful piece here. I've put her back in her box just for this video. She normally lives in a tray with all my other fine jewelry pieces, but this is my Shandong ring, and it is such a beautiful rose gold piece, and I love how it sits in my hands, and you know, the fact that it looks everyday enough, and doesn't look like a wedding ring, so I can just wear it whenever I want to sort of wear rose gold for the day. I love this piece, and I'm so glad I got it, and I take comfort now in every time I see a price increase that I got this ring fairly early on. So that is my favorite piece of fine jewelry. Hopefully clipping along at a decent enough pace. This, I don't buy very much ready to wear from Hermes. It's too expensive for me. I can't really justify the price tag to myself, but I do have a couple of pieces where I sort of looked at it and said, okay, it should be able to last a few weight changes. It should be durable enough, or it should be long lasting enough to last trends, or be classic enough to stay on for a few seasons, or for me to just wear around without caring too much. This is actually a beach collection. It's a pair of shorts, and I like that it's got this blue plastic Shandong link. As you can tell, the Shandong is actually my favorite motif from Hermes. So it's like a pool short, so you can sort of use it as a cover-up over your bikini bottoms. So if I'm down by the pool and I just want to pull something up over it, this is what I wear. And so it's lightweight enough, it's just cotton, you know, it's got a back pocket, and it's just a very basic, versatile pair. So it's a loose, elasticated waist as well, so easy enough to accommodate, you know, bulges, weight gain, and yeah, just looks quite nice and formal, and I love this bright cobalt blue as well. So yeah, I think it was for me a good investment. Well, not investment, sorry, it was a good piece to buy, which I can still justify. Other pieces not so much. Luxury spending is very subjective and really depends on your preference. Ready to wear definitely is one of those things where, you know, only buy it if you feel comfortable. For me, I've had to figure out whether or not I will last long with these pieces, and whether or not they'll last long with my weight and with my body shape. So yeah, but this I love, and one of my favorite pieces of ready to wear. And now, the last piece that I have to show you is my favorite silk scarf or cashmere, and I have to go with this double face scarf. This was the very, well, after the Bastia and a couple of pieces of tableware, this was my next purchase. And the reason why this scarf is significant to me is because this is the first piece I bought from my current sales associate at the store that I currently shop at the most. I didn't have good experiences in the first store that I shopped at, and I resolved never to go again to Hermes actually. And then one day I just went, oh, never mind, I'll go to a different store, try it out and see if anything's different. So I went in there, and this almost was like an initial meeting between me and the sales associate. He just sort of figured out what I wanted, or a piece for me that I really liked without me having even known him that well. And he just picked up the scarf and said, this is a scarf that I like. You sound like you might like it too. And I just love the blues. I love the scarf. I love the design. And, you know, it's nice. It was the start of a pretty good, you know, client-sales associate relationship. I've been shopping with him for 4 years now, or maybe 4.5, 5? No, 4 years. And he has been really nice, really responsive. you know, I can be very frank about him in terms of my budget, where I'm at, what I'm looking for, and he's equally frank with whether or not, you know, I can get some things or not. So he's, you know, it's been a good relationship, and I love the fact that this is one of the first few pieces that I got that's very emblematic of the house's heritage and craftsmanship and style. And I love that this is also one of the first pieces that I got from this sales associate, because he's been really, really nice. So yeah, these are my 11 favorite pieces from different parts of the Hermes range of products. I hope you found this useful, and I'm sorry I've gone on for so long. I've realized that as these videos drag on, I've been talking more and more because I've got more things to show you. So tomorrow's might be the longest one yet. But yeah, hope you liked it. And that's day 11 sorted.